So how do things stand right now with the caucus committee?
Our first meeting will be on Thursday. It'll be up in DMAC on the Ankeny campus. And then we've scheduled another meeting for Cedar Rapids late in May. And then we'll have a third meeting out in Sioux City. I really think that, to have the most open, honest, and transparent caucuses in the country, it's important that everybody that wants to be is involved in that process. That's why we're having an open process, hearing from as many people as we can, ordinary Iowans, ordinary Republicans to national political leaders.
What is the ultimate goal of the caucus committee?
The charge to the caucus committee is to make sure that we have the most open, honest, transparent presidential test process in the country. We intend to do that. The bad news is that the caucuses have been characterized by others as a fiasco, as a clown show. That's hard to listen to, but we have to listen to that because where there are problems, we must acknowledge them and we must fix them, and that's what the committee intends to do. The good news is that I think these problems are very much fixable. I've asked the subcommittee chairs and the subcommittees to come back with actionable recommendations, actual things that we can change to improve the process. Now, I think we have very successful caucuses here in Iowa. I think the majority of the committee members feel that way as well. We had one of the largest turnouts ever. We had the closest contest in modern political history, at least one of the closest. The original 8-vote Romney margin was third closest in history, as near as we can tell, before the 34-vote Santorum win in the end was the fourth closest in history. So we have to, keep that razor-thin margin in mind. But despite all that, we had 100% of our precincts reporting the night of the caucuses or very early the next morning. And we had better than 99% of our precincts certified. So the process worked, but there were mistakes and problems. We're going to promote what went right and fix what went wrong.
There's a lot of talk that Iowa should lose its first in the nation status. As part of what you guys are trying to accomplish, an effort to save that status for Iowa?
No question about it. We need to make sure that our caucuses are a shining example of democracy at its very best. I believe they are, and we plan to tell that story. And if we do that, every 4 years there is a threat to the status of Iowa's first in the nation status. That will happen this cycle, it happened last cycle, and it happened the cycle before that. But we have a great story to tell. People love the caucuses. Iowans love the caucuses. We have to do a better job of explaining what they are, though.